Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome back to the southern wing of the Stink Bug Works, that super secret research and development division of Dr. Jet Laboratories, where we sit around all day and we invent things and make stuff. So, yesterday we were inventing, and I'm looking at a way to cool this motor. And my only real option is this aluminum cooling coil, but it has certain drawbacks. Now, the issue with this motor is there's a couple of issues. First, it's a real short can. Second, the end bell is held on by these rather proud bolts. Kind of Frankenstein-ish, and the cooling jacket can only go up to those bolts. And this is the smallest available cooling jacket in a 40 millimeter size. So what to do, how? I got to invent some way of making a motor jacket. And I got to looking online at the pictures of this and seeing how it was made. And it appears it was anodized, and then these little grooves were cut into it afterwards just to give it some style points, because otherwise it would just be plain black, which I think would be perfect, because I'm of the Mies van der Rohe Bauhaus theory that form follows function. If it works good, by definition, it looks good, as opposed to other philosophies where if it looks good, it has to work good. Find that on a lot of European sports cars. Anyway, back to my cooling issue. I'm looking at this and thinking, well, they turned this down, and I just happen to have a highly modified Harbor Freight mini lathe. I've put a lot of work into making it more accurate and tighter all around, tighter tolerances, so things don't move and chatter. They still move and chatter, though. It's still cheap. But for something like this, it works real well. And you can make, why, Dr. Jet, how did you make it short? Well, let me tell you. The first thing I did was I put a wrench on this and immediately broke it off. And I said, oh, okay. So I put a heat gun on this and got this real nice and warm, and okay. And I put a wrench on it and broke it off. I said, oh, well, okay. I'll just drill it out and then use bent copper tube like I've been using on the Porsche thing with the quick little U-turn. I can just make some bends and have the tube come out and lay almost flat against the cooling ring. And so I think that would be nice. It'll keep everything in tight. So how did I do this? Well, the answer's simple. I cut it in half. We'll cut it off here. And then I bored out the inside of this to where it was about half the original thickness. And then I cut this one off and turned this down to where it was just a slip fit in there. And there you go. And when it's time to put it together, I'll just give it a good dose of JB Weld. Whoop, and there you go. I will have a shortened cooling sleeve. Now, I'm not going to glue it together until I get the motor mounted and all, because where the Gazinta and the Gazada are, I may want to relocate them. I may want to have them, one on top and one coming in down low on the side. It all depends on how I do things in here, because I do it different every time. I think we all do. Anyway, that's about all I have to update you on today. Until next time, boys and girls, jet out.